here. And this is a best of 5 show match here on Empire Wars. And we're going to be starting off on the Bull. Now, the Bull is one of my favorite maps in the Red Bull map pool. And we're going to do 2 matches on the Bull, 2 matches on Morass, and then the final match, if it goes that far, into Enclosed, which is also a great matchup. And they actually played a game of Enclosed prior to this. Now, Yo is playing as Bulgarians. He's going to be starting off with an archer range, and his gold is actually back here. It's not forward like Vinchester's gold is. So Vinchester needs to make sure he keeps his pressure forward at all times to try and keep Vinchester away from his base. And right now he's got an archer there. He's got some spearmen. Looks like he opened with a range as well with the Byzantines. And he's going to have cheap trash, or the ability to make cheap trash. But he's losing his archer mass. Already lost the scout as well, which Vinchester is trying to take out now with the skirmishers. And he's going to be able to take out the archers too, it looks like. Nice little early engagements, and these early engagements matter so much in the way the game is going to turn out. It looks like both players have just kind of canceled out each other's military movements. We got a dock coming down over here for Mr. Yo. Over here on this side for Vinchester, we already have 2 villagers, and the fishing ship's already on the way. This is a good start for Vinchester. And Vinchester, I think this is like, this stage of the game, probably the 2 best players are Vinchester and Leary, right? With really small amounts of military, trying to get momentum off of like 2 archers and a spearman or a couple skirmishers. Vinchester and Leary are so good at that. Now, if the game gets messy and it drags on further, Yo starts to come into his element. And Yo is now going for a tower to help defend this gold. He's even put it a little far out here to help defend this forward area as well. And lots of people would have put the tower right there, and I'm surprised he didn't, honestly. But I guess he knows that the skirmishers can't really deny this. So he's just going to try and help out his army a little bit on this side. It also prevents the skirmishers from coming over and coming through this little gap to harass the berries. God, I can't believe we got this matchup. For $100, what a bargain, huh? What a bargain. $100? We get a best of 5 between Vinchester and Yo on super cool maps on a random Monday. Canadian Thanksgiving. Let's go. Towers over here from Vinchester. Look at the way he looped all the way around, and he's punishing the fact that Yo made the tower there. He's punishing this so hard. He's now just going to range this gold for free. And one of the keys of this map, we haven't focused on it yet in this cast, is that players only have access to this gold in their base. If they want other gold, they're going to have to go all the way around into this area or chop through. And it looks like Vinchester is realizing, or sorry, Yo is realizing he can't let Vinchester get that position. And he's going to come forward with Vils to try and batter that down. But Vinchester wisely walls it off. And Yo is going to have to find a different solution. Yo is going to have to find a better solution to this. Maybe go into more feudal army. Maybe wait till Castle Age. He's adding more farms. Vinchester's about to click up. Yo is looking decent. Both players still with the fishing ships as well. They couldn't have their scout running around. They needed it at the front. That means that the fish will be free over on this side. And Vinchester clicks up to Castle Age first. Yo is still a ways away, but he's chopping. He's chopping with all his might. He's trying to get through. He's got that first wood upgrade, and importantly, the first farm upgrade, which Vinchester does not have yet. So Vinch has only 6 farms without the upgrade. And Vinch has sent his army around here. Dangerous times. Fire Galley coming out here for Mr. Yo, but he sends his army around, and now he's the one cut off of gold. Because he left the army from Yo just kind of hanging out in this area, and Yo is deciding to idle that farm with these skirmishers. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. Vinchester trying to wall to the top here. As you see his army now trying to get some value over here. If Yo had gone for a demo, oh my god. Taking out all the fishing ships. Trying to, rather. Vinchester's trying to wall to the top, and he's taking advantage of this deer here, which is nice. Very wise from him. Now, what's the plan for Yo? Yo's on the way to Castle Age. It's messy for him for sure. I mean, he's already lost his fish. He doesn't have access to stone until he cuts through here. He's almost through. And Vinchester, oh man, Vinchester's not going to be in time, dude. He had the right idea, didn't he? He sent his villagers from the fish all the way over here, but Yo is going to get out like 2 seconds before Vinchester gets here. Oh, man, the timing. Look, 9 wood, 8 wood, 7 wood, 6 wood, 5 wood, 4 wood. And he's through. And he's through. And his TC's only cost 50 stone with Bulgarians, so he can just make a TC here. Straight up. On the stone. And Siege Workshop is there for Vinchester. Yo, we'll see that. Yo, we'll see that. He's got the skirmishers. He might be able to deny this. He's certainly going to be a little bit annoying with this TC placement. Doesn't deny the Siege Workshop. So what an awkward position for both players. Right? What does Vinchester make here? Does he go for a ram? Does he go for a mangonel? Likely a mangonel, but there's an army here. And Yo has to be concerned about the fact that there's a Siege Workshop literally right next to his town center. And he's going to allocate villagers in the TC and outside the TC to take that down. He also has access to gold up here. Looks like Vinch has gone up top with the TC to get the fishing eco. Lots of shore fish up here, by the way. 34. And Vinch still has this food eco. So Vinchester is in a much better position, but Yo is continuing to stay alive. And there's a stable now from Vinch. Interesting game. This is not how we see the Bull play out. Like through the qualifiers, this was not how we saw it play out. Looks like both players might have played this in practice games more, and they've put more villagers on the wood to chop out earlier. Because both of them got out around the same time. I guess Vinchester was already out there with Vills, but Yo was out very quickly. Almost before Vinchester could loop around and wall him in. Both of these players skip qualifiers? Yeah, they did. But I mean, you can guarantee that they were watching, right? They were definitely watching what was happening. Wall over here. The pig is trying to get out. The pig cannot escape. And Vinch goes for a TC now. 50 villagers for him. 56 eco, including the fish. And 56 eco for Yo. And Yo has 52 vills. So Vinchester with a lot of idle TC time. And that's what's causing the villagers to be so close here. Tower is still up on this side, by the way. And Yo is thinking maybe about a Krepost. Castle or Krepost here? I feel like Castle is probably the better bet. But Krepost could work here, and then maybe, I don't know. Just kind of feels lost without a castle, right? If you go for the Krepost and you get to Imperial Age, you're not going to have the ability to make trebs. You can cut off the TC, cut off the gold, cut off the stones maybe. But when we're talking about value added later on in the game, a castle is so nice. Skirmishers trying to fight off camels and knights. Yeah, with the +1 armor, even without bloodlines, that's not going to happen. And now we see Vinchester sending in the knights, trying to take the monks down. But I think Yo is going to get 2 conversions here, and he's going to try and finish this castle. He's got 2 knights now to help fight against this. Camels do not do that much damage, so they're not going to be killing those villagers fast enough, and the skirmishers will end up taking out a camel at the end of the day. Vinchester, though, still has the fish. Still has the fish up here. Being kicked off the stone over here, but he's got stone available there, and he's still got gold in his main base, which Yo doesn't have access to yet. I would love to see a TC here, I think, from Yo to take out that tower. That would be very nice. But I guess he's controlling gold here, so what does he care? What does he care? Why camels when you can keep making knights? They're cheaper with Byzantines, right? They're a lot cheaper. Camels are cheaper in general, but you add Byzantines as well, and it's just a lot easier to keep them producing. And it looks like Vinch is thinking about going up to Imp. Wants to go up to Imp, get a castle down, and treb this area. What's in the tower? It was just that one vill. Dude, Vinch has been getting so much food. He's already fished out this entire area. Now he's selling food. Byzantine Imperial Age is cheaper. Should be going up soon. He sold food so he could buy stone. Once he gets that castle up, he should be on the way. He still doesn't have a single castle age building, by the way. As Yo has gone for a ram, and Yo has conics over here, along with skirmishers, along with monks. This is dangerous for Vinchester. Skirmishers are just being annoying, basically. but he can convert 2 camels, and the Conics can start killing vills. And Vinchester realizes how dangerous it is, and he's sending villagers. There's knights here too. Oh boy. Is this ever tough for Vinchester? I mean, his res is looking better, but Yo is just doing Yo things with a random ram, skirmisher, knight, monk, Conic push. And Yo needs to retreat now that Vinchester has the castle up, and now that he has the castle, he can just click up to Imperial Age. Bing bop boop. Be on the way. I want to check quickly, because I know a lot of people are probably curious, the food eco. And look at the food advantage there for Vinchester. Overall res is pretty even, but food is crazy for him. And that's because of the fish over here and the fish up here. It looks like Yo added a few more, but he hasn't even exhausted the deep fish yet. Vinchester's been working on the shore fish for a very long time. Camels are healing. Yo is now coming forward. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful from Yo. He goes for a Krepos here, and then he's going to go for a Krepos right here at the same time. So he's going to cut off this gold and cut off this gold at the same time. Beautiful from Mr. Yo. He knows that he can't. He knows that Vinch is probably already up to him. He saw that castle. He knows he's probably already up to him. He knows he's got the fish at the top. He's got the fish on the side. So he's going to just try and make things as messy as possible in Castle Age. Typical Mr. Yo. Vinchester, though, is still alive. 70 villagers. 76 eco overall. Yo is coming up here now with the Conics. That's annoying. It's going to need a lot of camels to deal with that stuff. And he's... Oh my god. Yo, chill. Yo, please chill. Vinchester didn't realize there was another Krepos here. That's the power of making those 2 Krepos at the same time. Losing some more villagers, kicked off the gold. He can go to this gold. That's his last option, I think. Maybe this one down here. And now there's going to be a Krepos attacking his TC. It won't kill it before Imperial Age comes in, but all of his farm eco is shut off now. He will kill the Conics up here. And there's still shorefish left over, so he will have food economy. And he's going... What is this castle? Wait, he pulled villagers from the shorefish to make a castle here? And now Yo is going for a mill underneath that? Now Yo is the one that's going to be surprised. This is a great game. Where do we go from here? I mean, Vinchester's going to go for a Treb. Probably going to make another Treb over here to start working away on these Conics. Or not Conics, Krepos. And Yo is going for a Krepos within range of the castle. Very interesting. Just to secure this area. He's got... Dude, he's got the Triforce of Krepos set up around the gold from Vinchester. He says, you shall not gather that gold. No, sir. And now he's making outposts around here. If Yo discovers this... Oh, man, he can make a Krepos on the outside and cut off all the gold access from Vinch. All of it. And he's even taking this gold, too. He's not even taking his own gold. He's taking this stuff. Yeah, he does want to ram it down, so the villagers can't pop out and hit the rams. There are camels in there, though, and they can tank a few shots from the Krepos. As we see the Conics now coming around, and they're going to snipe this trebuchet. That's really well played from Yo. Good play from Vinchester to pop out here. It's a pleasure and an honor to be a top 3, Dave. Thank you for allowing me to have that. Fantastic. And Vinchester now going for a monastery. Great. Great, great, great. So Yo and Vinchester both know that there's 5 relics situated along this map. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're always in the same place, which means that they're always available if you do lose that gold access. Now, Yo is back up here again with the Conics, and this time there's no camels. They're in the castle. They're a long way away. They're trying to deal with this ram. They're heavy camel now, so they will deal with it quickly, but they need to come back and deal with the Conics now. And that's what they're doing. Vinchester trying to stay alive. Archers and skirmishers. Killing villagers somehow. Value. Oh, God. Oh, God, Vinch. There goes the remainder of his gold villagers. Oh, boy. Oh, God. 70 villager still for Vinch. 117 eco for Yo. And Yo is just staying in Castlage. Doesn't care about Imp. He's adding more rams. He's got dismounted Conics, killing the heavy camels and healing them up behind with the monks. He's got an army of dismounted Conics here, folks. What can men do against such reckless hate? Crazy Conic pressure with the siege, too. Takes out the Trebuchet, and Vinchester, I think he's going to have to call it here. GG. Well played from Yo. Oh, my God. It was such a good start from Vinch, too. He cut off Yo's gold. He killed Yo's fish, and Yo just said, I don't care about any of that. Crazy. Really, really nice play there from Yo. And this is very opposite from what we saw. The civs are very similar. Civs are very similar, right? But this is opposite from the meta we kind of discovered in the qualifiers. I think that part of that is that these two players didn't play in the qualifiers, but I think also part of that is that these two players are really good and are generally better than the players that were in the qualifiers. So if you try and go for something a little too campy, it feels like these guys have the potential to punish that, maybe. I know they've practiced this map before, and they probably watched those games. These guys are amazing. And that was a great game, honestly. Really, really great game. Okay, so we chalk that up for Mr. Yo. These two, assuming that everyone gets to Heidelberg as well, these two are... I think there's 5 players I could see realistically winning Red Bull Wololo, and these two are within those 5 players, I think. The other 3 are Viper, Leary, and Hera, in my opinion. Yo winning with Bulgarians. Vinchester losing with Byzantines. Feels ACCM, man. ACCM hasn't been to a LAN event before. I don't know if he's ever been to Europe before either. It might be like, there might just be, I don't know. It's like, there might just be a culture shock. There might be a LAN, you know, nerves and stuff like that. It's his first real LAN event. What about Doubt? You know what? I don't think Doubt can realistically do it. But then again, I didn't think he could realistically do Wololo 3. And that's what made it so special for me when he won. So I'm going to consider the fact that Doubt can't win this tournament. And if he does, well, it's going to be amazing. Is that fair? Is that fair? I think that's cool. Makes it more special. Vietnamese players played LAN all the time in internet cafe. They're breeded in LAN. Okay, I know English. You realize that a castle with a live audience
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad.
is not exactly an internet cafe.
MBL, I'm all in.
Is it? Wait a second. What kind of internet cafes do they have in Vietnam? Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. I need confirmation. Wait. Fresh one. Thank you for the 4 months. Also, if MBL won, oh man, I would go ballistic. I would go ballistic. Show match? I don't have a command, Gilgamesh. This is Money Match Monday. It's new. We just made it up on the spot. Its inception was 2.5 hours ago. I'm going to pay people to play show matches. We already had one between John Slow and Draken on Amazon Tunnel. And now we have Vinchester and Yo. No joke. Vinchester and Yo. On Empire Wars here. And they're going to play Morass now. We have a game on Bull, a game on Morass, another game on Bull, another game on Morass, and then Enclosed. And here we go, Morass. More ass? Exactly. Exactly. But don't make that joke in the Red Bull stream. I know you will, you fucking degenerates. All right, here comes Vinchester and Yo once again. And Vinch has gone for Britons here. Yo has gone for Hindustanis. Hindustanis should be favored. But if you get a good start with the Spearman Archer, it can be really nice. And it looks like Vinchester has actually gone for a stable as Britons. And Yo saw that. Yo spotted the stable. That's huge information for Mr. Yo. So he knows now that Vinchester is going into scouts. Is going to have some archers. And Vinchester is going to try and convert this shorefish, which gathers really quickly. Is going to try and convert that food immediately into units. That's the advantage of going scouts on this map, right? It's a single unit resource, or single resource unit, I should say. Yo has not gone, or he has gone for a stable, but it's way back here. And he's already got the scouts on the field. Yo, GJ, thank you for the 4 months. Don't know how to say your name. It's that's the only way I can think to say to your name. Sounds like I'm having a stroke. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate it. Did I get it right? Will the Red Bull stream have Gamba? Oh, they should, dude. They should do Gamba. I doubt they will. They should. It's guttural. Ah. It's like Mongolian throat singing then. Right. I haven't practiced my Mongolian throat singing in a long time. All right. Food taking up for Vinchester. And Vinchester added the stable. I don't think he didn't add a single scout, did he? He just added the stable and Yo thought he was going into scouts or something. And now Yo is building up his his scout cav. He's going to try and come in here. You think Hindustanis is an auto win? I don't think it's an auto win. I think Britons are pretty good here if you can get the multiple TCs. If you get up to Castle Age at a decent time, which he has, and a decent archer mass, I think you can do well here with Britons. I think you can do well. You're going to have to take some villager losses on the way up, though. You will, because Yo has these scouts. He's out-popping you in terms of military, or in terms of, I guess, effective military. The number is the same, but the scouts are a lot more valuable than the one-off archers up here. And in this transition period up to Castle Age, Vinchester is going to take some villager losses. I think he's limited the damage already, though, with these walls over here, with the spearmen wandering around and fighting back over here with the archers and the vills. So he's only lost 3 vills so far this game. And he is a minute ahead to the Castle Age of Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo going for big walls. I haven't seen this. So this is what I'm talking about with these like really top tier players, especially when we've had a couple more months of practice. I didn't see this once in the qualifiers. I've never seen a wall like this on this map. Not once. I've seen walls back to the edge of the map here, but never this far out. And not really across the shorefish either. People would usually wall back here and then have the villagers protected by a tower like Mr. Yo has right now. But Mr. Yo is just attempting to keep himself safe while holding forward map position with these scouts. And Vinchester is going to go for a TC out here. Britain's paid less for the TC. He's getting crossbow upgrade now. It's not really a fight that Yo wants to take without the armor. Unless he can find like a free kill like that archer. Especially with Vinchester now having Bodkin in, these scouts are going to get shredded. Bodkin crossbow. He loses 1 more vill, but scouts no longer effective and they need to run away. He's on stone, so he's thinking about Ghoulems. He is thinking about Ghoulems. And, well, one thing the Britons can do against the Ghoulems, which we've seen before. God, who was it? Who pulled off that play? It was an absolutely insane, sick play. I think it was in Titans League. Was it Draken who did it? I can't remember, but one player was going into Ghoulems, and we thought Hindustanis matched up super well against Britons because of that unit, and the Britons player went into Cavalier and steamrolled. Was it Jordan? Was it Titans League? I can't remember. But I do remember the game. I can't remember the players. Jordan. Okay. It's Jordan then. Another TC back here for Vinchester. Vinchester is also pushing in over here, but wisely housewalled and stonewalled. Yo is not new to this game, all right? Yo is not born yesterday. You'll never find, it's pretty rare anyway, to find Yo protecting himself with a simple palisade wall. It's always going to be houses or stone walls this late in the game against an army of crossbows. If only Hindus had a counter to Cavalier. It's not, yeah, but once they've like teched into going Ghoulam, if you make that read, teching into Camel and getting Camel numbers is so tough. You just can't do it in time to counter the Cavalier. It's like on paper, it's fine, right? You think, oh, but they have Camel to counter that. But then you've already spent food and gold on the Ghulams and their upgrades. And you've already had time allocated to building the castles. And you're not building camels during that period. And if you go camels against Britons, well, they simply go into crossbowmen. So you can't open camel. You have to open Ghoulam. And that's why the Cavalier switch can be really good from Britons. If they can get the damage done in time. Yeah, heavy camel takes like a minute and a half. Or minute and 40 seconds. It's like the same amount of time as chemistry. It's a long ass upgrade. I remember Viper killed Ghoulam with plumes and lots of quick gates. Oh my god, Vinchester. Okay, well, at least, you know what? At least he took some damage, right? At least he took some damage. I mean, if he didn't take anything there, I would have thought he's cheating or something, but he just tanked that shot straight up. These guys don't care. He's so busy with this army, he completely forgot about this one, as Yo is looking for a place to put his castle, and he puts it over here. He does not have another Mangonel coming. He's only got a Scorpion. He's only got a Scorpion. If Vinchester didn't lose that army to that shot, I don't think Yo ever goes for this. I think he goes for the one back there. But he is going for this, and he's got an opportunity now to repair the Scorpion. Ballistics is in for Vinch. And he's got a Knight as well, which would be countered maybe by the TC. Camel on the way for Mr. Yo. That'll buy him enough time to get the castle up. Can you change purple to red, please? Well, Yo is already red. You talk about blue? And the crossbow army's going down. 60 villagers for Vinchester, 57 for Mr. Yo. And Vinchester's classic enemy. Red to green. Is red and purple hard for you guys to see? Vinchester's classic enemy is idle TC time. When he shouldn't have any. When he has plenty of food. Creeps up on him all the time. Yo, what's up, Mangadide? What's up, dude? Red and purple sucks? Okay. Blue and red. We'll just do blue and red. Sorry, guys. Change purple to blue. Get your mental, you know, get your head reset. We're going for blue with Vinch, okay? From now on. Because purple and red apparently is a bad matchup. I know purple and blue is a terrible matchup. So we'll go blue and red. Easy. Change both to gray. Interesting. Interesting. Armor upgrade now incoming for the Ghulams. Vinchester is not adding any more crossbows. He's trying to take out this Mangonel, and I think he will. Yes! But he gets hit by a shot. He gets hit by a shot, and the Scorpion is still alive, bro. This Scorpion has been... Hello? Oh, but it didn't feel like living. Oh, no. Meanwhile, on the other side, Yo tried to advance out this way. He's going to show the Ghulams. No surprise if you're Vinchester, and he just unqueued crossbow. He's queuing up longbows. Okay, so longbows have a little bit more damage output to get through the heavy armor of the Ghulams. But... I don't know. You're going to need a lot. You're going to need something else. You're going to need something else against these things. They have lost HP in the last patch adjustment, right? They lost 10 HP, which means they're less strong than they once were, but they're still very good. And he's going to split the attention from Yo. They're an excellent, or sorry, from Vinchester. They're an excellent raiding unit. Vinchester's going to have to be dealing with that the entire time. You're going to need a bigger boat. Yep. Yep. You're going to need a bigger gun. You're going to need a bigger boat. You're going to need a bigger tank. You need something bigger to deal with these, because look at that pass-through damage. Oh my god. Even with a player like Vinchester attempting to micro, these things just got shredded. Yo is going for arson. Yo is going for armored elephants. And once again, we have the second straight game here where Yo likely suspects his opponent is up to Imperial Age. Vinchester is up to Imperial Age, and Yo says, screw it, Castle Age is good enough for me. He's going to try and push this back with Armored Elephant Gulam. And I think it could work. I think it could work. The Longbows having the extra attack will be effective against the Gulams. Especially once Bracer comes in here. In chemistry. But I just don't know if he's going to have enough of them, right? He's got a Mangonel coming out to hopefully do work against the elephants. And maybe he can attack them with villagers, but there's still the Gulams to try and kill his longbows from behind. The longbows actually are doing decent damage output to these Gulams. Actually decent damage output, but Yo is using this time that Vinchester is busy with these elephants, and he's going for a castle forward. Vinchester actually canceled this Mangonel. He canceled the Mangonel that was coming out. And he's not going to be able to save the castle. Not with just Vils. And I don't think he's going to be able to save this Treb either. This is a rough position for him. He goes for another castle back here. And... oh! The Treb goes down, dude! The Treb goes down! It must have been like 1 HP there. Vinchester's still in Imperial Age, but Yo doesn't care that he's in Castle Age. He's now going for Light Cav, I believe. He's just got the cavalry armor. Longbow's trying to kill the Gulams, but once the Gulams close the distance, that pass-through damage is going to be getting value, as we can see. Vinchester now looping around to this side, and that's exactly what Yo knows he's going to do. Yo sends the scouts in. As Vinchester just struggles to find anything in this matchup. Oh, armor for the elephants. That's right. That's a good point. I just always think of them like rams. I always forget that they get affected by the upgrades. It makes sense. It does make sense. Yo doesn't need him? No, he doesn't. He does not. Vinchester's still playing on. Still has food economy. Adding some crossbows now. Getting the Trebs over here to deal with this stuff, but he has no response to the Gulams or the Armored Elephants, and especially not the combo. And now Yo is on the way up to him with 116 Vils. Yo is... oof. Yo is doing really well right now. Who is Yo training with? I don't know, but... I mean... obviously he's ready. Because he is making all the right strategical decisions these two games. And the execution seems to be on point. Vinchester now with chemistry for these longbows. Doing a lot of damage to the Gulams, but still can't quite deal with these armored elephants. Like, can Vinchester survive if the Gulams come around this way? Which they're doing right now. Can he do anything against these? Like, champion seems to be the obvious choice, right? But he's far away from a tech switch to champion. Monks? Oh, God, no. Dude, this longbow just missed 3 shots in a row on this stationary Mangonel. Get it together. Oh, boy. Oh, he can't even stop that, let alone this. Oh, no, Vinch. Oh, Vinchester. He notices right away. Credit to his ability. Noticing right away, but he calls the GG, and Yo is just on a warpath right now. Yo is on an absolute warpath. Bad Civ matchup for Vinchester for sure. But, damn. That is kind of nuts. Yo is a beast. He is. He is indeed a beast. Can we get Money Match Mondays, but more than 3 games per set? Hey, man. Never know. Vinchester, right? Is Vinchester. Yo definitely had the Civ advantage there. 100%. 100%. But still, Vinch is Vinch, right? Vinch is Vinch. All right, wait for the next game. Mark down the civs here. What did we spend? We got Hindustani's win and a Britain's loss. And Yo has used his top 2 civs. We have to consider that as well, right? As we go back to the bull. Yo has used his top 2 civs, and we're looking at this and we're thinking, okay, what does Vinchester use for bull here coming up? Probably wants Magyars for Morass again. Mayans for enclosed, maybe. Does he use Berbers? Does he use Franks? What does Yo use? Burgundians, potentially. Lithuanians. Vikings, maybe. Money Match Monday turning into a Monday Midnight Massacre. Okay. Right. Thank you for being here, everyone. Paul, thank you for the 5 months, dude. Appreciate it. You hate the Eagles, man? Oh, well, that's just too bad. What was that, Hoyo? What was that? Louder? Is that loud? Not loud enough, Hoyo? Sorry, VOD watchers and YouTube watchers. We're playing the Eagles right now. Is Dave the sponsor? Yeah, but then there's also people who have Casaro, Lars. We had Venez as well, and then we had Eriqual donating today. But yeah, I just decided to send people money. Oh, they're playing on Arabia. Okay. Whatever. They're playing Arabia, apparently. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I did say to Vinchester, I said, as long as it's not acclivity or shoals, then it's fine, because those maps can kind of drag on a little bit, right? So as long as it's not those, then it's fine. And we're going into Arabia, so that explains the Civ picks a little bit more. As we see Vinchester here with the Franks and Yo here with the Vikings. This is Empire Wars, and Yo's gold is forward, so he's going to need to secure this, and it looks like he's already planning to do that. Vikings very strong, starting with Wheelbarrow. Franks also very strong on Empire Wars, obviously with the Scouts starting with the HP. The berry bonus and the farms already having the upgrades. It's really, really nice. You can get your eco rolling super quickly. 7 forever. Thank you for the prime, dude. Thank you so much. Why is there a space before the comma after the first bull? Because I typed it out in 2 seconds. Why are you the way that you are? Every time I try and type something, you make it not that way. So I think Vinchester spotted this archer army coming across, and Yo is wisely sending that with 1 spearman. 1 spearman is not enough to protect those archers from these 3 scouts, especially Frank scouts. But, oh, Nutsack Tap. Thank you for the prime as well. Thank you so much, Nutsack Tap, for becoming a prime here, as we see 1 villager already going down for Vinch. Damn, and the archers are coming in right now. Vinchester wisely avoided the archers and the spearmen on his way over to Yo's base, and now it's his turn to try and kill some villagers. But Yo, with the timing on the second spearman coming out, it's going to be right on time. Vinchester is going to struggle to kill another vill. And in the meantime, Yo has cut Vinchester off of the wood line. He's actually lamed another zebra. Yo is all over the place here, dude. Yo is all over the place. I think he killed a villager. He didn't even. Vinchester didn't even kill a villager. Yo managed to save it. Now he's a farmer. What is Canadian Thanksgiving? How does it differ from the one in the US? It's basically the same traditions, although I think like the origin of it, it was originally a harvest festival and people just started calling it Thanksgiving. But yeah, last night I had turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pumpkin pie, etc., etc. And I have a bunch of leftovers in my fridge. I got together with family on Saturday and yesterday as well. And it's just like, it's first weekend in October every year. Really nice for me, who has American family, especially in years past where I used to go down there for Thanksgiving. Because I would get Thanksgiving in October, and then I get Thanksgiving again in November. Which, like, people from North America know, like, Thanksgiving's great. If you like your family, anyway. It's awesome. There's so much food. You get to see people you haven't seen in a while, hang out with family. If you're in the States, you watch college football all weekend. I'm good for one weekend of college football a year, and that's it. One massive weekend. Do people legitimately like pumpkin pie? Oh, it's my favorite pie. 100%. I love pumpkin pie. Good pumpkin pie. Oh, man. Oh, baby. All right. So, Skirmisher's here for Vinchester, and Yo is already up to Castle Age. And he's walling up. He's taking advantage of Viking's eco. Going for wheelbarrow. And Vinchester is going to need...
Lions lose on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, did you really have to say on Thanksgiving? I mean, I'm not a big Lions guy, but... Did you really have to specify on Thanksgiving? Alright, Skirmisher's taking out the archers. But Yo has gotten the wall down, and that's what he wanted. Vinchester, please click through this wall. If you attack this wall without trying to figure out a way in... Oh my... If he doesn't know it's a wall, it's basically a wall. If your opponent thinks it's walled, it's walled. And he still might get in. I don't think Yo is going to let him in, though. Only Skirmishers annoying this villager. It's not going to be enough to kill that. There's still a gap right here, but he's going to have to get through this segment. And Yo will successfully get it done, and Vinchester is on the way to Castle Age. Yo is going for the armor, and Yo is going to fight knights with knights. He's going to fight fire with fire here against the Franks. But the Frank fire is much bigger and brighter, and it burns hotter. The strongest wall is the wall in your mind, exactly. He is kind of annoying, Mr. Yo, though. Mr. Yo has 5 villagers essentially not being part of the economy, just walling behind here. And now Vinchester is going to come over here, maybe attack this wall, maybe harass the middle a little bit. And Yo is going to have to allocate army to deal with this stuff. Or Vinchester might just kill Yo's crossbows. He's still got scouts here. He could get some decent value. He's still got scouts. He's still got skirmishers. Some decent value over that. Vinch is actually heading back with these skirms. He wants to get these upgraded in Castle Age. He's making more skirmishers. Maybe he's saving that hole for later. Right. Vinchester loses another villager.
Monkey lumps, pumpkin pie sucks. Gotta be said. Inferior buy. I support this message. Paid for by Pumpkin Pie People Haters LLC.
Listen, alright? Just because you've never had a good pumpkin pie doesn't mean it sucks, okay? Pumpkin pie is amazing. Put some whipped cream on top. Oh, baby. Made with real pumpkin. You don't make it with that pumpkin filling bullshit. You make it with the real pumpkin. Okay? Just like, that's like people saying carrot cake sucks. Like, have you ever had an actual carrot cake? It's delicious. It's the best kind of cake. It's amazing. All right, knights being added here. And Vinchester's waiting. He's got elite skirm now. It's in. He's got the knights on the way. He's got the second farm upgrade automatically. Still missing the second wood upgrade. Yo doesn't have that either. But Yo has wheelbarrow and handcart. So Vinchester knows he's on the clock here. Vinchester knows he will likely have the better army. But he's got to somehow start hitting Yo's eco. Because Yo's eco is going to get out of control. 52 villagers for Yo. Only 48 for Vinchester. And we look at the resources gathered. And it should be more for Mr. Yo. It's significantly more already. It's 1,000 more.
You all, your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break.
Didn't they change it so that your units won't find the hole if you haven't scouted it? No, they have not changed that. No. The smart pathfinding is still enabled. If you click through. Komog, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would that be a good change or a bad? I think that would be a very bad change. I think that would be like, I don't think it's possible in the coding to do that. The way the game works. I don't think it's possible. So, we are watching it live. This is Yo losing his entire crossbow army. Essentially for free. He's trying to get some value by killing these skirmishers. But Vinch is still going to have a lot of skirmishers left over. And Vinchester's going to control the middle of the map now. As Yo goes into the second armor upgrade, he's already making the pikeman switch. This is not good for Mr. Yo. Vinchester senses blood in the water. And he's going to go for a forward siege workshop. Should even be right here, honestly. Even more forward. It's probably going to replace that. Somewhere along there. Goes for more farms. And the farms are just... How beautiful are these? Oh, baby. Just wonderful. I mean, a mill back here would be fantastic, I guess, but they're all like nestled up against each other. It's wonderful. And he's going to pressure this way. And now Yo is just reacting to everything Vinchester is doing. When Yo hits Imperial Age, his endgame composition will not be pikemen. He wants it probably to be arbalists or something. So, adding pikemen, adding knights, this is just a delaying tactic. And that's fine by Vinchester as he goes on to stone, potentially thinking about a forward castle position. He needs a mill here. Mill here. Mill here. Oh, Yo has the worst army to fight this, doesn't he? Doesn't he? He's got to keep his pikemen to push the knights away and then hope for a good attack ground against the skirmishers. This is an awful position for Mr. Yo, but he's just trying to buy himself enough time. The problem here is that at some point he's going to have to make a tech switch. Into what, though? His opponent has skirms. His opponent has siege. And his opponent has knights. Viking knights suck compared to Frank knights. They suck. If he wants to go into crossbows, he's going to have to build them up behind here. Pikeman is not the answer. Vinchester already has the tools to kill that, and he's going to have more once he gets a castle up in an annoying position, potentially even on the gold. What is the solution for Mr. Yo? What army does he go for here? Halb Onager? Vikings don't get Halb. Berserkers? He's going to need a castle first. Looks like he's going for one. But how far back will that castle need to be? Potentially here? Maybe he wants to just push this back and go for a castle while his army dies. Potentially. He's going to try and come in here with the knights. Need big mangonel shots here from Yo. Or sorry, from Vinchester, and he's not going to get them. And Yo has managed to push this back. And maybe Yo now takes this time. Maybe he buys 100 stone and goes for a castle while he can. Maybe he goes for a castle while he can. The pikemen with the +2 armor, I mean, they've done more than I thought. I will give them credit for that. They have done more than I thought. And they're managing to push back the skirmishers, the crossbows, and the knights. Okay, Yo. Okay, Yo. He's done what no man can do. He pushes back 2 mangonels, a bunch of skirms, crossbows, and a bunch of knights with nothing but pikemen. What a mad lad. What an absolute mad lad. Now he's going for a castle on the hill. Is he going for a forward castle? No way, right? Has to be on the hill here. He puts it even farther forward. What an absolute maniac. We were talking about brain damage earlier. Holy. But it works. It absolutely works. I was asking what army Yo goes into. Just pikemen and more pikemen, I guess. I suppose. Urban, thank you for the 5 gifted. I mean, damn, dude. Vinchester might be losing this position. The knight pops out to clear the mangonel. Maybe Yo is going to throw it here, though. Yo does not have that many villagers. Yo might have thrown the game. Yo might have thrown the game. He's on the way to Imperial Age. He's ahead in villagers still. He's ahead in eco. Pikemen are running out of utility now. As Vinchester now selling food to try and get gold. And Yo goes for a castle up here. Yo will be able to tread this castle down. 100%. Will be able to tread that down. And he's got a better eco. And I can't believe the game switched like that. I cannot believe the pikemen were enough. Feels like Vinchester probably should have got better attack rounds with his mangonels. The knights added in from Mr. Yo were fantastic. To go around and snipe those before he could have. Whew. The balls on that man. To have like 4 units in the field and to still go for a forward castle with 6 villagers and then delete the initial foundation and put it closer. Absolutely disgusting, dude. The level of confidence you need for something like that is crazy. How do Axemen do versus Zerks? In a 1v1 fight, the Zerk will win. In a big group, though, if micro correctly, the Axemen should be better. But Axemen... not really the answer. And it looks like Yo is going to go into champions. He's also getting the archer armor, so he's going to go Arbalest champion. Oh, God. And now it's Vinchester's turn to wonder what he should be doing. He's on the way to Imp. He's getting the +2 armor. He's got 45 farms, which is good. And he does have handcart too. So the eco is... In terms of upgrades, the eco is the same. But Yo's had it for longer, right? So if we look at the resources collected, Yo is significantly ahead. Finch has found the hole. He's found the hole. Damn, dude. Damn. Yo is crazy. Yo is nuts. And it's like the little things Yo does consistently every game is like toss away army to give himself time or toss away army to give himself a position. So many other players want to get maximum value from their army. He gets maximum value from the death of his people. That's what Yo is so good at. And we've seen it like 4 times this game already. And look at the position he's in. He's got a castle on the hill. He's trebbing down the castle from Vinchester. He's faster than the Imperial Age. He's getting Arbalest now. I was asking when he was ever going to manage to get that giant group of Arbalest. Okay, Finch. Okay, Finch. Oh my God, bro. I want someone to love me as much as Vinchester loves that knight. I want someone to love me as much as Vinchester loves that knight. Holy. That knight is so precious to him. And he's trying to push out this way. He's got 2 axemen. That is not enough to deal with these pikemen. Maybe the castle is if he keeps it alive. And he's got cavaliers trying to bait the pikemen in so he can find an opportunity to hit these trebs, but he's not going to find it. And there's another castle over here from Mr. Yo, cutting off even more farming eco. I think, honestly, I think Vinchester is playing well, but Yo is just dominating. Yo is absolutely dominating, and now, oh, he's just, that's just a disgusting place to sit for Mr. Yo. And he's walled in on this side. Like, that is crazy. 2 3-0s in a row. I don't feel like I was cheated out of my money here, though. That was the Mr. Yo show right there. That was 3 insane games in a row. And now, well, we go into another show match. It's Money Match Monday. Why not? We'll throw money around. Fuck it. Why not?